G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So today we'll be jumping into part 24 of our SPR run-throughs, and that brings us to the transformation boost stage. So as you can see, pretty standard, going with the double strong cooler leaders. That's pretty much essential at this stage, and that's the rest of the team. So let's jump right on in. So if you've been keeping up with the videos, you will have noticed that I have skipped parts 22 and 23 of the SPR run-throughs. That is unfortunately just due to the fact that the units I have available to me at the moment aren't completely maxed out, so I've got a bit of work to do before I can move on to that next phase of finishing every SPR mission, but it will come in time. I'm just short one or two units in each section, but that's okay. So we got off the big 24 key super here with Cell and a nice little crit there, so a lot of damage done to Piccolo. And then even if we didn't have an item active, the super attacks, like the supers would have hurt, but the normals Cell would have tanked pretty well. So hopefully we can finish off Piccolo in this first rotation. We should get off multiple supers here with Vegito. I do highly rate using these blue fusions as the floaters in this type of SBR mission. Some people would say you're crazy to take them off rotation, but having them in that third slot, getting off their multiple attacks, and then having their dodging ability, it's as you can see just there, it's extremely useful. So we'll go after, yeah, we'll just do it like this. Again, leaving the Blue Fusion Gogeta in that third slot for his ability to dodge. So hopefully he can get off multiple supers for me as well. Neither of my Freezer and Cooler here are overly linked up. I think they're both sitting at about that 3 to 6 range. My Gogeta is link level 10, however. So I've been putting a lot of work into him. I think he might have one link maybe at 9, and that's it. So I am working on a full 10 link Kamehameha team. So hopefully I'll be able to put together a showcase for you guys with that soon. So we'll get that finish off there. And then we might just go like that to take those for the super. And we're just going to get off that super with Cell as well. So that's nice. Obviously you want to get off those supers with Gohan so he can stack his defense, and then you'd like to keep him on rotation ideally. Use him as your counterpart tank to Golden Frieza. But I guess based on your RNG, you can only do so much on that front, so you just got to hope that Dokkan's being nice to you on the day, and if you have to flick them around, you have to take someone off rotation. I guess that's just what you got to do. You have your items available for that type of thing, so you can pop your Icaruses and all that jazz as needed, because that's the thing with SBR. It doesn't matter really if you're no item running it or not, because you're getting the same rewards whether you no item it or if you do. So just getting it finished should be your main goal, especially the first time. And then after that, if you're keen to go down that road, you try no item them, but it does take a bit more of team building than just chucking the units together. You got to consider who's going to be tanking, dodging, who can get your heals off. So yeah, for the time being, these SBR run-throughs, as you would notice if you've watched the other videos, we're here to get off just general tutorials of helping people to get the wins here. So go like that. Do have to consider the RNG for next rotation. I'm going to pop an Icarus just because that type disadvantage, that Android 18 can hit really hard on strong units, so we don't want her KOing me one shot here. I have had runs before where she's done as you've just seen, 120k against Gohan. So imagine that with type advantage and no item active. She can honestly can do over 500k. It's crazy. 40k on a normal. It's, yep, hurts. But hopefully, with the item, we're not taking much damage there. But we had him in there for that dodging. Switch that around like that. So we obviously can take the type advantage attack there. Then we'll get off the type again. And then we'll take the neutral. So Golden Freezer, luckily enough for me, a lot of attacks in that first slot. So send Golden Freezer straight in to tank out all of those for us. So yeah, he'll tank that for nothing, especially with the Icarus active. And then 2.5 million. I think this was the Friends cooler. Friends cooler was at 79% with full link level 10. So credit to them for getting that done. I love going in and seeing who's been working on what units from their Friends supporters, seeing who's been putting the hard yards in and then want to show off that unit to everyone else by chucking it as their Friend support. So this works out all right for me actually. So we might try completely take out 17, and then you got to take the type advantage there with Vegito in that final slot. So I guess if we take out 17 will depend on this Gohan if we get that additional and on a crit, but we should go very, very close with cooler here. This is the Friends cooler. So let's see what type of damage we can get here. Not sure what equipment they had on it. Whoa, there we go. And that's why we like having dupes in our units. So it was sitting at 79%, so we would expect some type of additional. And then we're going to come in here with the type advantage. Judo in third slot, so we're going to be getting that dodge, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But at the very least, we've got type advantage. So defense should hold up pretty well. Bang, nice little critical there. Dodge 1. This is the one we need that dodge. Nah. So even there, that's a pretty significant amount of damage to be taking, but that's alright. Better him getting hit than Gogeta. So fire off that into that, and I'm banking on 18 not surviving. Otherwise, I would have had to have popped an item because she would smack Gogeta around the park. But there we go. Mustn't have had Frieza's passive active there because we took the 12k. But still, 12k is not a great deal of damage to be taking. And we're up to this final battle. Not too far off our Dokkan meter, but that doesn't matter as much here because of facing a single opponent. So what I might do, it's a bit unorthodox, but we'll give the cooler nothing that. Then we're going to activate Princess Snake here, and we'll give those to Cell. So assuming that this, wow, that's still a pretty significant amount of damage. Might have been better off putting AGL Gohan in that final slot, but it is very, very hard to take him off rotation like this when he's got his type advantage and he's stacking his defense. See there. So I guess we're just hoping that Cell doesn't take a too crazy amount of damage. Would have loved it if all these attacks had been stacked up in the first slot so that we could have got Gohan on rotation and defending, but I guess you get what you're given. So we've still dealt a pretty significant amount of damage there to Gohan off this first rotation. Will be interesting to see how much this takes. What do we 170k, so that's about a third of our health. We're about to get the Dokkan attack here. I might pop an Icarus as well, just to be better safe than sorry. Let's see. So this is where it sucks, because you don't want Frieza getting off the Dokkan attack. So what we're gonna play this smart. Go like that, and then like that. So by not having Frieza get off a super, we're saving it for Cooler, and he's going to be hitting a lot harder, because it's, yeah, as I've mentioned before, we don't have Frieza in there for his attack stat, and it certainly shows on the Dokkan mode who's the better option, because we're going to pump out probably double the numbers here with Cooler that we would have with Golden Frieza. So let's see. Would have been nice if this was a multi-opponent stage, because we've timed that Dokkan attack perfectly. Yeah, 2.7 is nice. Yeah, that is a nice stat. So let's see how many super attacks we get off here with Judo. There's one. Jinxed it because he didn't get another off, but he has shown that versatility in that third slot with the dodge, and now we can use Cooler's transformation. Just remembering how he goes against Saiyans and Super Saiyans and all that jazz. He becomes crazy. Turns from his support unit into a big offensive unit. So let's see what type of numbers we can pump out here with him. So unfortunately do have to give him the strong type key there. Was trying to save them for Gogeta in that third slot, but that's okay. What I didn't look at was getting Gohan's super off. Oh no, we would have had Gohan's super off, and then because of the link changes, we would have lost key, is what that was. So it's definitely something to consider. There's a nice crit. Come on, another additional for us. Yep, but not of the variety that I was hoping. So we do have an Icarus active here, so it'll be interesting to see how much damage we take. Whoa, 300k is still, wow, that's a lot to be taking. We'll definitely be hoping that Gogeta does some dodging for us in this third slot. So it is just the one attack that Gogeta will be trying to dodge, but even that one attack could be 50 or so k. So multiple supers there was nice and beautiful. And we got that soul transformation. So there you go, saves us using another item. We're going back to full health here. So pretty cool little animation there. One that we probably don't get to see all too often, but a nice one all the same. So we'll pop off Cooler's transformation again. So we'll sit through that one. And so remember, we'll leave in Golden Frieza in that first slot to make sure he's tanking for us. Then after that, we'll let Cooler and Cell do their thing. And I think that this should be the last rotation. So got that off. Could have played it safe and popped another Icarus, but feeling pretty good about it. Wow, that's got me a little concerned. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a lot of damage to be taking. But there's one. If we just get off another super. Oh, no. Sorry about that, guys. I've just had another app crash. It seems to be becoming a very regular occurrence on Dokkan at the moment. Definitely let me know in the comments if you feel the same way. Yeah, I don't know. It's been weird. It's just apps been crashing a lot lately. But there we go. We got the finish, and that's transformation boost SBR done. Not a crazy hard run. We had a couple close calls in there, but hope you guys are able to get something from this video, and it helps you in completing the mission for yourself, as we saw a new record for me. So Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I do appreciate the support, and hopefully catch you on the next video.